Good evening and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Brent Travalis.
And I'm Jill Hayimski. Now let's take a look at the news.
Republican Congressman Michael Grimm from New York was indicted on fraud charges in connection with a Manhattan fast food restaurant he partly owned. He faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Grimm and the health food restaurant Healthalicious under reported wages paid to workers, many of whom did not have legal status in the United States. The 20-count indictment says Grimm oversaw the restaurant's day-to-day operations between 2007 and 2010, just after he left the FBI. The indictment also charges Grimm with lying under oath in January 2013 about his role in the restaurant. An Egyptian court has handed down another mass death sentence. The sentence condemns 683 Muslim Brotherhood supporters, including the movement's general leader Mohammed Badi, to die for inflicting violence after the army overthrew former President Mohammed Mursi. However, the trial lacked the most basic requirements and did not meet international standards for a trial. Despite the international outcry, much of the local media commentary has been supportive of the decisions.
For the first time since data has been kept, 80% of America's high schoolers are graduating in 4 years. The data is from the 2011-2012 school year and represent only a 1 percentage point increase over the previous year. But the number is significant, as is the way those gains were made. Some believe the U.S. graduate rate is on track to hit 90% by 2020.
This week, Matt Blitzstein is reporting with a Bradley University organization.
Let's head over to Matt to see what he has in store.
Bradley Heat is an organization at Bradley University that promotes students to make safe decisions regarding sexual health and wellness.
The Bradley Heat, it stands for Help, Empower, and Teach, and our main goal on campus is to inform our peers. Today and yesterday we had the beer drive, and basically what it is we are showing Bradley Braves what it means to drive intoxicated, and in the hopes that they won't do it in the future. Students were asked to answer a few pre-questions, such as how great of a driver they are when they're sober, and then would they think that their driving would be impaired if they were drinking. And then we let them get in the golf carts with one of our peer leaders, and they get to go around a obstacle course. And once they do that, they wear this with the goggles, and it really helps them to see what it's like to drive impaired.
Students signed a pledge that they wouldn't allow themselves or someone else to drive intoxicated. As Bradley students get behind the wheel wearing their goggles, it is only impairing their vision, whereas alcohol impairs motor skills as well.
I think it's eye-opening to see that, driving drunk is something that is an issue in the United States, and that Bradley Heat wants to address it at least right here on the hilltop.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Matthew Blitzstein.
Thank you, Matt. Now let's head over to Spencer with sports.
Thanks, Danielle. The best safety in the National Football League can add another accolade to his resume. The Seattle Seahawks and Earl Thomas agreed to a 4-year, $40 million deal last week, making him the highest-paid safety in the league. A 3-time Pro Bowler, Thomas's new deal includes $28 million in guaranteed money. A key part of their championship season last year, Thomas had 105 tackles and 5 interceptions. The Washington Nationals will be without one of their stars until early July. Left fielder Bryce Harper underwent surgery last week to repair a torn ligament in his left thumb after suffering the injury sliding on third base in a victory over the San Diego Padres. The 21-year-old missed 44 games due to a knee injury last season, his second in the majors. This comes at a difficult time for the Nationals, as other injured players include catcher Wilson Ramos, starting pitcher Doug Fister, and third baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Central Missouri's men's basketball head coach Kim Anderson is returning to his roots. An alumnus of and former player for the University of Missouri, the 58-year-old Anderson will replace former head coach Frank Haith, who accepted the head coaching position at the University of Tulsa after a subpar 2013 campaign with the Tigers. Anderson, who led the Mules to their first Division II championship since 1984 this past season, is the 4th head coaching hire for the Tigers since 1999. That wraps it up for sports. Let's head back to Danielle.
Thanks, Spencer. A West Bridgewater man gave an assist to his little sister running the Boston Marathon. Runner Jessie Russell was diagnosed with lupus during her junior year of high school. The sun often bothers people with lupus, so running a marathon was a gamble. By mile 14, Jessie felt terrible and thought she might need to stop. She looked like she was fading, but her brother Jeff never quit encouraging her. Jeff told Jessie to stop if she needed to, but as they ran past a toy store, Jeff ran in and bought a children's umbrella with sharks on it. He said the sharks reminded him of Jessie's tenacity. In jeans and work boots, Jeff speedwalked next to Jessie wearing her runner's fanny pack. The pair took it step by step until finally reaching the finish line at 7:16 p.m.
What a great story.
Yeah, what a great story.
Good
I
hearts.
agree. Well, that wraps up Midstate for the week. I'm Spencer Shelton.
And I'm Brent Chavalis.
And I'm Dale Heemski. Have a great night and be sure to join us next week.
Shane, you suck. I still love you though. What did I eat today? I had a wrap with chicken and bacon.
You said you had a wrap.
A wrap